blackmailing and at the end win on penalties. But that was a convincing victory from Ceazer in that match. He really played well, and I can tell you that that's not the best of him that I've seen. So if he has to play better than that, he is really a force to be reckoned with on the hayball circuit. As we're saying that was a unforced error from Ceazer, missing that to the center pocket.
Yeah, we've gone just 7 minutes into this match now, and it's in its infancy. Shivam Arora, unbelievable. Pre-match, first frame jitters, Raymond. First frame jitters.
I think it has to be that, because that is not a shot that you would see this player missing. If you watch the earlier match between him and Jason Theron, he missed maybe 2 or 3 balls in the entire session. It was clearance, break and run from Shivam Arora. So it looks like he is not going to punish the Scorpion for that mistake. Ceazer Chandiga takes his first point of the match to lead Shivam Arora 1 frame to 0. So yeah, first frame jitters, you say, Lenyukta.
Yeah, first frame jitters. I mean, you can expect it, guys. The very first Commonwealth Billiards Championship, you're in the final. History about to be written here, and you want to be the victor.
Yes.
You want to be the victor. You've played your heart out. Very strong field in hayball, in particular on the men's side. I think of all the disciplines we've had here, snooker and hayball, strongest field.
Yes, definitely a very strong field. Many of the players in the hayball field have been to China and have been playing a lot of hayball, have played some of the WPA Joy Uniting the World events around the world. So this match will come down to who can find their game quicker. That's what it's going to come down to, because they are quite evenly matched in my eyes, but it's going to come down to who finds their flow quicker and who can get those few frames ahead. That's quite a powerful break, but that cue ball straight in off the break there from Ceazer Chandiga. That'll bring Shivam Arora to the table, ball in hand behind the balk line.
Ball in hand, time running.
So he can't play any of the balls behind that balk line. Has to play forward. And in the match on the 10-ball table, we have Craig Bauer against Darcy McKinley.
You can see him just
Canada.
behind. You'll see from the bulk side of the table, you can get a glimpse there of the 10-ball action currently underway. We've got Senzo Gumede and Joffrey also at it on the black ball side of the tournament in the men's final. The snooker final also currently underway with Giorgio versus... Yeah, I'm going to double check that for you. Just give us a second. We'll bring you some updates on those matches too. Or you can hop over to the other streams on WPALive.tv. Whatever your poison is, now's the time to enjoy it. All 4 tables, all 4 disciplines currently being streamed.
That's Michael Giorgio from Cyprus against Ross Valence from Scotland.
Yes, that's the name. Valence.
Yes, Ross Valence from Scotland. That is on the snooker table at the moment. So it is on WPALive.tv if you'd like to have a look at those other tables in play currently. We have snooker, black ball and 10-ball. And there you can see Craig Bauer at the top of your screen. He is currently 1-0 down against Canada's Darcy McKinley. And we're looking at Shivam Arora slicing his way through the second frame.
Making light work of the stripes here, Shivam Arora. We should see him Look at
Yeah,
this,
look at that.
Raymond. Look
That
at
was
this.
beautiful.
That
was beautiful.
Pool poetry there from Shivam Arora. Beautiful way to seal his first point, getting on the scoreboard now 1-1.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from him there. That is a run out of Ceazer's break. Yeah, Ceazer potting the cue ball on that break, so that will be called a rack and run when you make a clearance off your opponent's break. Very nice clearance from Shivam Arora on those stripes. As we see a few highlights from that rack and run. Yeah, but the way he got onto that black ball, that was nice. But
was
I
beautiful.
did tell you the way he can maneuver the cue ball on this table. Look at that once again, and yeah, nicely in to the center pocket, that black ball, as he gets his first point
Just
on the
correct
board.
me if I'm wrong. You did say Shivam Arora now sponsored by
Q-Lees,
Q-Lees.
yes. Shivam Arora used to play with Q-Tech, but he is now a Q-Lees player as well. That is the Q-Lees brake cue he's using and has the whole set. So Q-Lees, one of the best brands to use when playing this game. Jason Taron, also a player using Q-Lees as well.
I must say the solids look
Yeah,
low-hanging
does.
fruit once
Yeah,
again for Shivam Arora.
potting on that break, and yeah, but he has a massive break behind him, and that's why he was able to get those 2 break and runs against Jason Taron earlier. So does he just move the cue ball to play the 7 into the center? If he has, he's come a bit far, or he's come short for the corner. Yeah, he's not too happy with that.
Yeah, but from the way he's striking that cue ball, just watch him find the 3 off the shot. Oh,
No,
almost.
it's not there. That was an unforced error from Shivam Arora on the positional side of that 7 ball. Yeah, you can see he's visibly upset.
Agitated,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
visibly, because he knows that was a break and run loading. Look at the 3, look at the 2. So Ceazer looking to play the 11 onto the 7 now. But has to get the cue ball. Oh, if he's left the 3, I have seen Shivam
Yeah, that's a legal shot
smash these
in
in, yeah.
Hayball. For those of you unfamiliar with the rules, player plays from where the cue ball lies. Unless, of course, you drop your own object ball and your player's object ball in the same shot.
Oh, tactical shot from Shivam, putting that 2 in a better place. Could not get to the 3 on that occasion. 85 minutes left to play now in this final. This match is for gold here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship.
You know, I certainly I know there's mixed feelings about this, but I certainly love an animated player, and Shivam Arora a lot
Yeah,
more
he is.
animated than Ceazer.
He is.
So for me, it's a joy to watch him.
Yeah, I think Ceazer will be looking at a clearance here. I don't really see a problem for him if he can get the top sorted. Get the cue ball back to the bottom of the table. It's just the 14 ball next to the 3 that might cause an issue, but we'll see now how he's feeling. Is he looking at rerouting? You know, when watching Ceazer, it's very hard to call his route. It's very hard because it's the most simplest route there is usually, you know, and he is one of the only players I've seen that make it look that simple usually. It's very difficult to call
It's
his
a
route.
beautiful mind type
Yes,
stuff, hey?
yes, it is. It definitely is when watching him play. Okay, it looks like he's going to take this 11, and from the looks of it, I think he's landing on the 9 to the center. Let's have a look at this cue ball. It needs to go past the 2. Yeah, a little bit more pace he would have been on the 9, but he's nicely
Yes.
on that 12
And
at
he'll
the
need
bottom.
the 9 to get to the 14.
9,
so
14, and then 14 black ball. Yeah,
Yes.
do you see what I'm saying? He makes this game as simple as he can. Yeah, I think this was his plan all along, because if you look at him playing the 14, he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball to get to the black ball.
And now we know that Ceazer wears secret socks as well.
Thank you for that, Lenyuk.
Ceazer, man.
We appreciate your fashion sense here on the stream.
My noticing.
And he hasn't left this that easy. He needs to cue this well. Into the center. Yeah, that was not easy. No, it was not an easy shot. It was not an easy shot. That cue ball so close to the cushion. Not happy with that. And now Shivam has a chance once again.
No surprise now that Shivam's gonna punish him
look
for
at
that.
Look
Hey, the
at
way
that.
he moves
Yeah,
the
no,
cue
it's-
ball, man.
It's poetry.
You know, it's actually we've got two very different types of players on the table now, and
Yes.
it's quite a treat to
Yes.
watch. Quite a treat to watch, and the beauty of this is that you're going to see two very different ways, two very different approaches to
Of
clearing a
clearing
table.
a table, exactly. Yeah. Shivam loves to show his cue power. From what I've
Yes.
seen, he loves it.
And
It-
classic move of the snooker players, Raymond,
Yeah.
using the cushion,
Yes.
you know. I love that. I love it.
Loves to show how much he can draw the cue ball across the table as well. Does Shivam loves to show his cue power.
You are also like that. I've watched you on the table. You also enjoy that kind of play.
But it's, in my opinion, keeping it. I prefer to, in terms of making a clearance, I prefer the way Ceazer makes a clearance because it's more consistent.
I guess when you play the way Ceazer plays, it's that first shot. That first shot in your algorithm, in your route, that has to be perfect. And a lot of the top Chinese players play that way too.
Yeah, keeping it as simple as you can, getting the route right. But a player like Shivam has a bit of magic in him as well. You know, he's able to pull off those magic clearances. So although he plays that type of style where he's maneuvering the cue ball a lot, he plays it very well. He plays it to his advantage, to his strength.
And when you're able to do that as confidently as Shivam, when you're in a spot, you can really, you can tap into that superpower. On the 10-ball side, currently, Craig Bauer from South Africa 2-1 up on Canada's
Darcy McGinley, yes. Oh, almost getting the double drop there, Shivam on the 11.
Thank you to everyone who's tuned in on the various platforms to enjoy these finals. Remember to hit the share button. I'm Lenyukta Chetty, and I'm so honored to be sharing this space with Raymond Thilak, who's been your lead anchor for Hayball throughout this tournament. Oh, we've had an amazing couple of days here in Mauritius, tournament-wise. Absolute great entertainment from all the players in all 4 disciplines.
We definitely have. And thank you so much, Lenyukta, for joining me in the commentary booth for this final. We knew it was going to be a real cracker. And yeah, I wouldn't have really called these two to be in the final. Ceazer, yes. Shivam was on the list. Jason Turon, definitely.
I mean, Chris Melling, definitely.
Chris Melling, of
Definitely,
course. He's
guaranteed.
definitely
Guaranteed in the final. But the draw had other plans.
Oh, almost getting into that 9 and 5 from Shivam. He was trying to break out the 9 there. What a tournament here by Maupool Organization and the WPA, and of course without our sponsors at this event, all this would not be possible. Rassen, PNS, Andy, United King Pool Tables, Predator, Simonis, Joy and Liber Win. Also Teom, a key sponsor at this event. You'll notice that all the players are using Teom, and that's because they have been gifted 2 pieces of V10 Teom chalk along with some other goodies. You can catch those unboxing videos on our social media platforms. Do have a look at that and you can see exactly what the players did receive at this tournament.
Raymond, can I go ahead and give people an update from the other matches?
Yes, you may.
Well, once again on the 10-ball side, Craig Bauer from South Africa leading 2-1. Senzo Gumede up 1-0 on Kasozi, and
Michael Giorgio against Ross Valence.
Yeah, he's 2-0 up currently.
Michael Giorgio up.
Michael Giorgio up 2-0.
And that's a race to 3.
Race to 3. Yeah, the snooker.
That's very quick. We just started 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, snooker's been firing. They actually, of all the codes here on display, snooker's been finishing the quickest in each round. The level of the snooker players in both the male and female divisions have been absolutely top draw.
As we see, Ceazer is busy punishing Shivam for his earlier mistake. Cue ball up above the 4. Yeah, he's done well there. Let's see, has he gotten the pace of this table? Oh my, look at that. Look at where that cue ball has gone. This once again not easy bridging over the jaw for Ceazer.
See him there. Elevated his cue initially, reconsidered. Smooth.
It's there.
Ceazer, man.
Ceazer gets his 2nd point on the board to tie up the match at 2-all in this race to 9. 75 minutes left to play in this men's final on the Hayball side. And all the other matches are currently being streamed on WPALive.tv. Have a look at the corner of your screen when the scoreboard is up. You will see that website there, WPALive.tv. All the current live action as well as on-demand matches that have been played already, as well as all the interviews and behind the scenes from this event is on WPALive.tv.
And coming up 8 p.m. Mauritian time today is the medal ceremony, the prize giving. The moment that we honor all the victors and victresses at this tournament, and that's going to be quite a show. So we do hope that you will join us for that as well. 8 p.m. today, Mauritian time.
Legal break, open table.
I can sense there's tension in the air out there. Shivam he's not getting the rolls at the moment. We were seeing him breaking in really well. Dry break from him. Bring Ceazer back to the table.
I have to say, Raymond, at this tournament so far, and we're right at the end now, Uganda and South Africa Very good showing at this tournament.
Yes.
Very, very good showing in this tournament, doing Africa really, really proud. I think on the 10-ball front, South Africa once again also doing quite well. We had 2 South Africans in the semi-finals. We've got a Canadian and South African in the final now. Snooker side, well, that's Asia dominating all the way there with Giorgio, the one standout player, and he's been in top form the entire tournament. And then on the hayball side, we've got a Ugandan and an Indian. So Asia and Africa, I gotta say, I'm really proud to be African at this tournament, part of the behind the scenes personnel. We're part of the commentary team as well. We're feeling really, really proud to share this moment with you guys. Africa doing really well at this tournament.
Yeah, I have to say both Africa and India doing very well at this tournament. India always bringing a very good showing to all the international Q Sports events that they attend, and but Q Sports is really big there. Most of those players with a snooker background, we did see Vidya Pillai winning the women's hayball division.
And I mean, she went up to WPA number 3 ranked woman player Marina Jacobs from South Africa, and she held her nerve.
Yes.
Vidya Pillai from India. Guys, India, let me tell you, and they had quite a huge contingent at the hayball Grandmasters finals this year. They're coming with a passion.
They definitely are, and that goes back to the years of snooker that they have been playing there. Vidya does thank those years of snooker for her being so successful in the game of hayball. You can see it when she plays, that cueing coming through, and she was just timing the ball to perfection during that match against Marina Jacobs.
So Ceazer's ambidextrous. Have you seen him do a lot of that, Raymond?
I think it was the first time that we saw that.
Look, statistically playing, and don't come for me, Africa. Ceazer is kind of the underdog in this match, I would say. And the reason I'm saying that is that Shivam, even though he's only kind of really made a big name for himself recently in hayball, he's been playing hayball a lot longer than Ceazer. So, but hey, we remember what happened yesterday. Nobody would have bet on that outcome, except for some of us Delulu ones out there in the world. But yeah, I mean, you know, like we said at the outset, Ceazer has adapted so beautifully to hayball, and he's starting to make it look as simple as he makes black ball look.
Yeah, and Shivam, with his extensive snooker background, coming in and playing hayball as well for the last year or two, that has also made a huge impact on how well he has adapted to the hayball table. So you have Ceazer coming in from the black ball side, the 7 foot, Shivam coming in from the snooker side. And if you would look at statistics, it should favor the snooker player. But yeah, Ceazer's, that's Ceazer using his left hand. And yeah, the statistics should favor the snooker player, but Ceazer is able to stroke the ball so well, even when he does go onto the hayball table.
And that BMT of Ceazer as well, from all of the big tournaments he plays all over Africa, that will certainly serve him well in circumstances like this. And I think we got a size-to-size final here, regardless of everything we just said in the last frame. 2-2 on the scoreboard. Race to 9. 3-2.
Has Ceazer managed to pot a ball on that break? Let's have a look at this. Didn't look like he hit them that solid. And yeah, nothing's gone in. Score currently 3-2 in favor of Ceazer Chandiga from Uganda. 68 minutes left to play in this men's final gold medal match. This is a race to 9.
Ceazer 3-2 up on Shivam Arora. I love Shivam Arora's name. It's a rock star name that it rolls so nicely off the tongue, Raymond. What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, Ceazer,
Definitely does.
Ceazer also got a celebrity name there. That's, talk about luck. We've been born with superstar names.
So you can see Shivam not going for the clearance in that frame, deciding to let Ceazer back to the table.
Shivam playing the percentages here, and we know he is a very attacking player. We've seen it earlier in the match already, and those of you who've been following Shivam's exploits not only on the Joy Masters scenes but also at the Duya events, we know that he's an attacking player. So if he's going the route of the B game, just testament to the fact that he knows how important this is, and he's not underestimating Ceazer.
Yeah, he's trying to lock up the frame and obviously doesn't want Ceazer to go too far into the lead, as this is a timed match. You don't want to be 3 frames down by the time you have 30 minutes left. So I think that's why we have seen a tactical play from Shivam Arora, deciding to do that now when he's just 1 frame behind. And I think that's a very clever play from him on that front. And it looks like he had the slight tactical advantage, but he's come a bit too far with that cue ball. Now a recovery shot needed.
You know what I like about Shivam Arora as well? If you see him somewhere in a mall, on the road, wherever, looking at this guy, you'd never say he was so deadly on a pool table.
Yeah, never. He is very, very deadly. And the way he can move the cue ball around the table as well. Brilliant positioning on that 12 ball now. That 12 ball only goes into the bottom left corner pocket, but he still has to make position for the 14 into the center.
He's coming back to the cushion for that 14, I think, Raymond. Oh, no, he's playing through.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was for the frame. That shot was for the point. He was on the 14 to the center next.
Oh, yes, it was closer. It was close. It was actually perfect. Joe got the better there of Shivam Arora. He's going to regret that. He is going to regret that.
Yeah, and you can see that the 6-3 does not pass the 4 into that top corner pocket. So you will see most likely Ceazer playing the 4 first, getting into the 6-3 afterwards. He will come around and have a look at that now. Does have the banker 5 ball in the bottom corner right pocket. Okay, now how are we going to play this? 4 onto the 3, leaving an angle on the 3 to come out for the 6 ball. The thing about this 3 ball is it has to go, because he will be leaving Shivam on that 12. Oh, that's brilliant.
Whew, for a moment, looked a little bit touch and go for a minute there.
Touched the cushion early, but now he played that well. Played that at pocket pace.
Just as suspected, Ceazer busy punishing Shivam for that mistake. 64 minutes remaining on the clock in this match.
Yeah, I was wondering how he was going to play this black ball, whether he was going to hold for it in the center or take the risk of going around 2 cushions, which he has done. Not perfect on this black ball now.
Similar shot he had to play on the other side of the table earlier in this match. Oof.
Oh my word, how has that not gone in? And he's helped Shivam by potting the stripe in the center.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Merry Christmas, Shivam
definitely.
Arora.
There we see this again. Oh my word. That other stripe ball could have gone anywhere. It could have gone onto a cushion, and Shivam Arora gets handed this point. That could have been 4-2.
That easily could have been 4-2.
Could have been 4-2. And there we go. Shivam Arora gets his third point on the board, all square. 3-all, race to 9 in this men's final gold medal match. 63 minutes remaining. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with how he got on the black ball there. It was a tough shot because he was worried if he overruns it, he wasn't going to be able to play it at all. I would have thought he'd play the simpler shot, just hold the cue ball down table and play the black ball to the center, which is what he normally does. He normally will leave himself a simpler shot and play the simple position shot. So that one did cost him.
Yeah, this match is still in its infancy. It's been more or less a head-to-head battle between these two players in the Hayball final. So not too surprised. Surprised, however, that Ceazer didn't take that point. It should have definitely been 4-2.
Yeah, definitely. And if it was 4-2, then we were going down a dangerous road with time running out for Shivam Arora. So now this break really important for Shivam.
I saw the 10 on the center pocket.
Legal break, open table. So let's play.
So Shivam has potted on that break. 61 minutes left to play in this men's Hayball final here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship 2025, live from the Revanala Attitude Hotel in Mauritius. And have a look at that center pocket shot from Shivam, and he goes once again. Big break from Shivam on the table now. 5 solids left. Watch the cue ball. Nicely off 2 cushions. He's going to have to play the 2 next, and then after the 2, if he can land on the 4 and 6 to the center, he should be good. Oh, he's managed to land on the 4 to the top corner if he decides to play that, but now has to reroute. Yeah, the shot I was thinking he would play was to come around the 3 and have the 4 and the 6 to the center. However, now he has the 3 to the corner as well. And that black ball does not pass the 11 into the bottom left.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the connecting shot to the black now.
There you see where he placed his cue. So after playing this now, he has to get...
I think he'll want to land on the... he needs to land on the... Well, the view keeps changing of the table.
Yeah, he has to land high side.
Yes.
High side of the 6 so he can get the cue ball down the left side of the table. Depending on what angle he has.
Yeah, let me just give you an update on the 10-ball front. Craig Bauer from South Africa leading 4-3. Senzo Gomere 3-0 up on Kasozi, and Giorgio won his snooker match. He's the snooker champion, 3-0.
I think Shivam has just snookered himself. He played the stun, the 4 stun to get down, just queuing through that angle. And he has to swerve this. That's a small swerve around the 12. No, it's not there.
Oh,
what an opportunity that was for Shivam.
Word. Oh my word.
All that work, and he's missed yet another break and run, which he should have had.
Oh my word. Shivam Arora.
Yeah, excellent chance for Ceazer now, and judging by how he usually takes on frames and takes on finishes, I don't really see a problem on the table for him here currently.
No obvious problem on stripes for Ceazer.
Yeah, I'm wondering why he's not taking the 15 first, though. That 15 is obstructing the 12 into that same pocket, so he's going to take it now.
That's the thing. You remember you were saying it. How
It's so
we don't see
it's
the
so
finish the way
difficult to
Ceazer
see it
does.
from his
I think
point.
he's going to
Yeah.
play 15 and then play the 12 afterwards, or he uses the 12 as a connector to the 8. Now he's going up table.
Yeah, I would think that the 12 is a good connector to that 8 ball now. Yeah, that's nice. That is pretty nice from Ceazer. Got a bit of an angle on this 13 now to the top right, so cue ball off the top cushion. There we go. Left himself a medium distance shot on this 12 ball.
Almost straight on the part.
Yep.
No work needed for the 8-8 open to the corner pocket.
And there it is,
Beautiful.
and that
Oh.
will be, that cements Ceazer's 4th point of this match.
Uganda.
Ceazer leads 4 frames to 3 over Shivam Arora from India. 57 minutes left to play.
And the whole of Africa Ceazer.
Yeah, mistake, unforced error from
Yeah.
Shivam.
You know, and I think that was twice so far in the match that happened to him.
Yeah,
But
on a
in-
break
in-
and run as
yeah,
well.
In all fairness, it happened to Ceazer as well. It did happen to Ceazer as well, a missed break and run. So, yeah, I think the tide is kind of the same on both sides of the court.
Yeah, you have Craig Bauer currently leading there 4-3 on that 10-ball match. I believe race to 9 there as well on that 10-ball match. Same time limit, 100 minutes per match.
36 countries, ladies and gentlemen, 36 countries attended these first Commonwealth Billiards Championship. And these are the last 8 standing. Well, last 6 standing now, because Giorgio has been crowned the snooker men's champion, winning his match 3-0 against Valens.
Yeah, and I think many people would have called that one from the beginning, Lenyukta. That's Michael Giorgio, former professional snooker player, I think ranked top 40 in the world at one stage, and you can't even imagine the amount of work you have to put in to get to that level and to stay at that level even. He now coaches in Qatar. He is Qatar's official coach for Qatar Billiards and Snooker Federation. And yeah, when I did see his name on the list, he was a pretty huge favorite, as well as Pankaj Advani.
I believe he took out
Yes,
Pankaj Advani
he took out
yesterday.
Pankaj in that would have been the quarter-final match. It was a pity they had to meet in the quarter-final. That would have been an excellent final for the snooker side of this tournament. And I can tell you, Michael Giorgio would have done well on the hayball front here, as well as he did win the Asian Open presented by Joint WPA last year in Qatar. I think taking out Jack Whelan in the final of that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, here comes Shivam.
54 minutes left to play, and yeah, Shivam has done exactly that. He's not letting Ceazer run away with the match. He's keeping him there. I think we might see Shivam using the same tactics now, being down once again. Oh, not. Oh, the cue ball. The cue ball stays on the table. What a shot that was. I'd love to see a replay of that. That was an absolute cracker. And have a look at this cue ball. So he is doing the same thing, trying to lock Ceazer up and trying to secure the frame.
It doesn't look like
Look
Ceazer
at this
has
shot.
a direct line to
Have
any
a look
stripe.
at this. Absolutely smash that into the top corner pocket.
My
Look
word.
at the cue power that Shivam Arora has. So although he can play these finesse shots and delicate cue ball positions, and he has such a nice
accuracy.
touch. Yeah, he also has a lot of power behind him. A lot of power and accuracy behind
He's dynamite, this Shivam.
Shivam Arora.
Dynamite. Craig Bow from South Africa currently 5-3 up on the RC. So, yeah, things heating up there. The last time I checked, Ceazer Gumede 3-0 up on Kasosi. So, yeah, guys, things really kind of approaching the business end now for Hayball and Black Ball and 10 Ball. We've got just over 52 minutes remaining for all three codes here.
Yeah, once again, he's going for the 6. That's a second attempt to try and free that 6 ball from Shivam. What is he going to do? Is he going to roll it down? I actually thought that's what he might do. He might end up behind the 6, roll it down to where the stripes are, secure that pocket. So is he going to go for it once again? Yes, he was.
Well, this just in, Ceazer Gumede 4-0 up on Kasozi, currently on the Black Ball finals table. Shivam a very gutsy player, hey?
Yes.
Very gutsy player.
Yeah, but is it the time to be playing those kind of shots at the moment? 4-3 down, 51 minutes left on the clock. As I said, if he could have come behind the 6 and pushed the 6 down to that right corner pocket, that would have secured the frame.
Yep, that's good enough.
Yeah, it looks to me like Ceazer is going to punish this, especially looking at the solids now. The solids are not in good positions, even if Shivam does come back to the table. Going to be coming off one cushion, coming close to that black ball. Now deciding not to go higher up table. So he's left this medium length black ball into the top right corner pocket.
Not an easy cut on a black ball table. Some good cueing required here for Ceazer.
It's there. It's not.
Oh.
But that's the thing about where the solids are currently lying. He could afford to miss that ball because these are not easy at all.
I think a lot can be said for the pace he chose to play that shot as well. Cloth could have taken it off.
Yeah, he chose to play the drag shot, and he's normally really good with those, but playing those drag shots, sometimes you can just hit that cue ball slightly off. Now what does Shivam do?
Something classy. That's what Shivam does right now because there's nowhere to hide. Nowhere to hide. Okay, wait. Let me say that under correction. He is a snooker player. They are known to find places to hide.
Yeah, I feel he could, but he looks like he's lining up to pot the 6.
Yeah, it's do or die, a money shot for Shivam Arora in this frame.
Oh, what
Wow.
a shot that is.
Wow.
That is.
Wowza. Wowza, are you entertained, people? Are you entertained?
That is
Shivam
one
Arora.
of the best shots I've seen the entire tournament.
That is a
That is
very
not it's the best shot I've seen the entire tournament. I've watched every TV table match.
dynamite,
The best shot.
dynamite, Shivam Arora. What
To
a
play
beautiful
it
pot.
under that circumstances, but he needs another one. He needs one more.
Do it again, Shivam. Do it again. Give us something to scream about.
And look at how easy he's made the 7 compared to what it was before. He's almost straight on this now. No, he cued across that.
Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. We let that one slide, Shivam. The shot before was absolutely
Oh,
magnificent.
my word, what a shot that was. He played the 6 ball was much harder than the 7.
Easy black. Ceazer, man.
Stand up.
Craig Bauer now 5-4 up, and the 10-ball players are taking an intermission. Also a race to 9 there once again. Craig Bauer 5-4 up on the 10-ball front. Senzo Gumede 5-0 up on Kasozi on the black ball side.
Race to 9, Uganda leads 5-3. India to break. Ball in hand, time running.
So Ceazer leading 5-3 now, getting his 5th point on the board. This is a race to 9, and look at Shivam's break. His break is absolutely huge. Have a look at this once again.
Hey, so much power.
Yeah, a lot of power.
Where?
A
Where?
lot of power
Whatever
coming
tea,
through that break.
Whatever tea Shivam Arora is drinking, I want some. I want some, Raymond.
So Shivam has taken stripes in play. And once again, another opportunity at a run out, but these are his breaks. His breaks give him such a good opportunity at making a run out.
And with a break like that, you can really shine, hey?
Yes.
Really, really shine. And whatever Shivam is doing, I think the rest of the able community needs to take note.
Yeah,
He
let's
makes
see
it
how
look
he
so
takes.
easy. You know, Shivam, once he's on a run, he makes it look so easy as well.
Yeah, this is looking good for Shivam now to take his 4th point, and so quick as well. And that's exactly what he needs to do to stay in the match.
I'd say 13, the connected to the black and black for the, I think, left-hand side corner
Bottom
pocket.
left, yeah, bottom left corner pocket, that looks like it. Just has to pass the 1, that's all he has to do. If you are just joining us, you are watching the men's hayball final here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship, the gold medal match here live at the Rivanala Attitude Hotel in Mauritius. Shivam Arora from India against Ceazer Chandiga, and Shivam about to get his 4th point with a break and run. Finally getting his break and run in this match. Shivam Arora, 5-4.
Beautiful. Are you entertained, people? Are you entertained? Give this dynamite from India his flowers. That was a great break and run from him.
Yeah, very nice positional play around the center there, especially very easy to not get that right and land wrong on those. So yeah, well-deserved point from Shivam Arora to get his 4th point. Ceazer, Chandiga leading 5 frames to 4 in this race to 9.
Well, the players have opted to take an intermission, and that's 5 minutes for them, 5 minutes for us too. If you guys want to hop over to 10 ball or a black ball, now's the time to do it, but be sure to join Raymond and I in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, they should be back in about 5 minutes, and that clock will continue running. Current score, Ceazer Chandiga 5-4 up against India's Shivam Arora in this race to 9.
Race to 9. Uganda leads 5-4. Uganda to break, ball in hand, time running.
And we are back after that player break. Score 5-4 in favor of Ceazer Chandiga, and it was Ceazer to break in this 10th frame. Doesn't look like anything's gone in. Brings Shivam Arora to the table. Solids in play. There is quite a bunch on that left side of the table. Is he going to take care of it now? Yeah, that's a really great shot from Shivam. Managed to break up the bunch, pot that ball cross bank.
Any side bets from you, Raymond?
On this match?
Yeah.
The side bets are that that people watching think we are biased. That's a side bet I'd love to take. He's had to use the spider rest twice. And still going strong. This is off Ceazer's dry break. Now let's have a look at how he can get on that 2-ball. Let's have a look at the cue ball now. He's a master of moving that cue ball. Coming nicely up table. This definitely means that the 2 passes into the top left corner pocket. And it's there.
Hey, some clean,
Yeah, very clean.
Queuing
Very
from Shivam
clean.
Arora,
And
guys. You
quick.
got to recognize that.
And quick. Not only clean, it's quick. He reminds me, he has the same style as Chris Melling. Nobody obviously can play like Chris Melling, but he has the same nuances in his game, the quick cue action, and he's able to put together a finish
Look
that
at
quickly.
that.
And just like that, gets his 5th point on the board. Score 5-all in this race to 9.
Just like that, guys. Just like that. The scores are leveled again, and you got to give this guy
That
his
was the shot.
flowers.
That was the shot.
Beautiful.
Breaking up that cluster, and then he had to use the spider rest twice, as you see, once and again. Yeah, that was very solid from Shivam Arora to equalize this match at 5-all. 11th frame coming up, and Shivam will be breaking in that 11th frame.
Well, this just in on the Blackpool side, Kasozi managing to take 2 points there with Senzo Gumede edging closer and closer to victory in that race to 7 on the Blackpool side. Senzo Gumede still 5-2 in the lead on Kasozi.
India to break, ball in hand, time running.
And we have Craig Bauer 6-4 up currently on Darcy McKinley from Canada.
On the 10-ball side.
On the 10-ball side. And Shivam's break, and he's potted a ball. He has potted a ball. Legal break, open table.
You know how dangerous he is when he pots on the break, guys. Stripes looking good here, Raymond.
Stripes in play.
So that's one break and run earlier for Shivam. I remember he made that break and run finally. That was a rack and run off Ceazer's dry break. And now, potting a ball on that break, he's back on the table, back on stripes, looking for another break and run.
Shivam Arora. He's got just 2 stripes now. I smell another break and run loading here for him, if his form is anything to go by. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that was the shot.
Look at that. So beautiful.
That was the shot.
Pace control, accuracy, everything. Such a complete player.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Shivam Arora. Looks to be cementing his 6th point in this frame now with this brilliant break and run. Shivam Arora goes 6-5 up against Chandiga Ceazer. 32 minutes remaining. Shivam definitely finding his queuing. 5-3 down to 6-5 up.
That's 2 break and runs from Shivam Arora so far, and 2 almost.
Yeah, 2 almost, 2 missed break and runs, and 2 break and runs, 1 rack and run off Ceazer's dry break. So Ceazer comes to the table breaking now in this 12th frame, trailing for the first time in the match. And he's potted a ball on the break. And it's also quite a good break. I see the 10 on the side. He might be going the way of solids.
Solids in play.
Solids all open here, Raymond.
Yeah, that was a great shot to release the 3. I think it still does go. Yes, it does. He has made it easier into the top right corner. Oh, he's just clipped that inside jaw, and you can't be clipping the inside jaw, not on these hay ball tables.
Why, Ceazer? Why? Why?
Yeah, but in saying that, he has not left an easy table for Shivam. You can see those 2 stripes on that side.
Watch of a manufacturer finisher, Raymond.
Yeah, he's going to attack those straight away, I feel. Playing a lot of left-hand side. Is he going to pot the 4?
Almost sneaked that one in. That's a 9 ball that he played towards the 4. Hey.
Yes. But he has still left the finish on for Ceazer now to equalize the match at 6-all.
Black ball, 10 ball, hay ball. You have 30 minutes left in your session. 30 minutes left.
Interesting to see what route Ceazer's going to take now. We all love watching that. The route that Ceazer chooses.
Yeah, the 3 ball has to go into the top corner pocket, top right, unless you can get behind it to play it into the left center. Don't think you want to be taking that chance. Yeah, so 7, 3, 1, 2.
Black for the center.
Just like to have a look at the 2 ball. The 2 definitely goes into the bottom right. Also does go into the bottom left past the 9. Yeah, the 3 ball was not an easy 3 ball from Ceazer. So Shivam back to the table. I don't think he expected to be back at the table here.
I didn't expect to see Shivam back at this table in this frame. And I think he's going to punish Ceazer now. Oh, that's a nice
almost
shot.
getting that 12 out in the open. Don't think it passes in the center just yet.
Yeah, but he can play it down to the corner pockets. 10. Ooh. Yeah, just misjudged that one slightly. He was
He
going
was
to
coming
develop
in,
the
yeah,
10.
was coming into the 10 there.
Similar to what Chris did last night to open up that frame, the deciding frame, when he took the match to the decider.
And I think this should be point for Ceazer now.
Definitely.
Yeah, that mistake from Shivam is going to be punished.
Yeah, and I mean, Ceazer will have to try to lose this frame
Yeah.
now.
Do
Two easy
believe
pickings for him.
It is going to be 6-all in this race to 9. That's not...
Oh my word.
That is not the best.
Anywhere but there.
Yeah, anywhere but there.
Anywhere but there.
Can he
Caesar,
clip
man.
this in?
What are you doing?
Is he gonna... He's gonna try and clip this in. He's gonna need to play this really hard, because it's a tough cut. There it goes, but the stripe... Is the stripe gonna beat it there? Oh my word. I can't believe that Ceazer did not make that finish.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
has he left it?
Yes. My oh my.
Yeah, he has left it.
My
It
oh
can
my.
go, and if it doesn't go, it's going to end up right in front of the 15 ball.
I think it was like a double kiss when that ball came off the shot. Yeah, here's a cut with the corner pocket. He could potentially just also take the
Off the
pocket.
15.
Beautiful.
That was nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice from Ceazer to get his 6th point of the match. 25 minutes remaining, race to 9 in this men's final gold medal match here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025, live from the Revanala Attitude Hotel here in Mauritius.
Once again, head to head here. Hey.
Yeah, once again we are all square, and that was that frame could have gone either way. There was a moment I thought it was going the way of Shivam, and then we were sure it was going to go the way of Ceazer.
Race to 9, 6-all. India to break. Ball in hand. Time running.
Arora to break. The score is 6-6, correct, Roman?
Currently 6-6 on this table. Shivam Arora against Chandiga Ceazer.
Legal break, open table.
And if you look at the top of your screen, you can see Craig Bauer against Darcy McKinley. And Craig has made it 7-5 in that race to 9.
And Senzo Gumede on the hill there in the black ball final, 6-2 up on Kasozi. Yeah. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful
Yes,
stuff.
exciting stuff from the Commonwealth Billiard Championship final day here in Mauritius. So 23 minutes left to play.
Solids in play.
That has not worked out the way he would have liked. That kiss on the black ball.
Yeah, that certainly messed things up for Ceazer. Is he playing the 3 onto the 11? Yes, he is.
He managed to get the 11 in, opening up the pocket for the 6, and the cue ball almost tight on that ball cushion, but he's left the center pot. I did see a stripe outside the center, but Shivam's not going for that. He's going for the 9.
Hey.
That's going to be close. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Did well to get that solid into the center pocket off the stripe there, did Ceazer. Now he has to finish up table, going to be taking the 6 next. Connects him to the 3 to the center pocket. From there he can get the cue ball down to the bottom of the table to play the 1 and 7. Does have a bit of angle on the 6 ball, could maneuver the white if he chooses to do so. He's just opting to play that 3 into the center.
Oof, what a shot.
That was a good pot. That was an excellent
Guys,
recovery
if you
pot.
know anything about the center pockets on this table, you'll know that that was a great shot
Excellent,
from Ceazer.
excellent recovery shot there. Not landing perfectly on that 3, but making that pot to the center pocket. And now he's left himself medium distance 7 to the bottom right. Where does he have to take this 1 ball? Oh, it looks like it goes to the top corner
it's going
pocket.
to the I think he's got a direct line to the corner pocket, top left. Wow.
Yeah, what a shot that is.
Wow,
Fired
that was
into the top
beautiful,
corner
Ceazer.
pocket.
Beautiful stuff.
And now this is very tight. Having a look at that.
Think cushion first. Oh, I love to see an aerial shot of the table. Can't really see what he has to look for.
Yeah, he had the
It was
pocket.
Through.
Ceazer Chandiga gets his 7th point on the board. Goes 7-6 up against Shivam Arora with 20 minutes left to play in this race to 9.
7-6 for Ceazer. Ooh, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. It's a great final between India's Shivam Arora and Uganda's Chandiga Ceazer. Regardless of the outcome, both players can be absolutely proud with whichever medal they walk away with.
Race to 9, Uganda leads 7-6. Uganda to break. Ball in hand, time running.
Ceazer to break. Oh, looks like a dry break. Looks like a dry break from him. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
if it is dry, we'll see Shivam straight to the table. Let's have a look at this once again. No, 6 ball into the bottom left corner pocket. Straight in.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, indeed. 6 ball did drop on that break.
Craig Bauer is currently 8-5 up against Darcy McKinley from Canada. So Craig Bauer on the hill in that 10 ball match. Unbelievable stuff. at this tournament, and you can see that match going on in the background.
8-5.
8-5. Yeah.
For Craig Bauer from South Africa. Did you hear that, people? Africa doing the most at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship. Say 12 and then 10 next. Does he get the 10? Does he get the 10? Yes, he does.
Yeah, I think he's still on the 10 ball, but now
He might even play the 13. I think he's looking at playing the 13 next. Oh, difficult to read Ceazer sometimes. He's going the way of 10. Yeah, I think
10.
Ceazer's leaving that 13 for the connector to the black.
So now 15 to the 13. This requires some good cueing from Ceazer.
Well, if anybody can deliver on the queuing, it certainly is Ceazer. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
over-cued that.
Too much.
How has he gotten so much into that cue ball?
So much power. I think Shivam is
Unbelievable.
contagious, Raymond.
That is
The power of... I
unbelievable.
think Shivam Arora is hotspotting power to Ceazer.
Look at the cue power here. Look at that cue ball. He never expected that cue ball to move that much off that shot.
That much.
Does it go to the center? Yeah, it was a tough one. That was a previous shot. He got into that cue ball. He cued it too well. He cued that too well.
Yeah, I think he just misjudged the power on that, Raymond. And it might just cost him. And such a crucial stage in the match. He's 7-6 up, race to 9. How many? 15 minutes, just under 16 minutes remaining on the clock now. Yeah,
And that's
just as we
Shivam with
thought
a
Shivam would-
tactical, yeah. Nice clean hit from Ceazer.
wow.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Take a bow,
Oh,
Ceazer. Brilliant stuff from
wow.
Ceazer. Coming out of the snooker and potting. That is brilliant as we have a look at that once again.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful
Ceazer,
stuff
man.
from Ceazer. He is now on the hill, 8-6 up. I don't
Beautiful.
think Shivam expected that in his
Not at
life.
all. Not
Would
at
have
all.
never expected that shot. We thought, okay, here is a nice safety from Shivam, and there you go. Ceazer Chandiga with a brilliant escape.
Huh? Safe for what? Safe for who?
Unbelievable.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
There's the
stuff.
shot once again. There we go. 13 into the corner, off one cushion, and perfectly on that black ball for Ceazer to take his 8th point, and on the hill in this Hayball gold medal match here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025.
Time running. Legal break, open table.
Well, pressure certainly on Shivam Arora now. I believe the score is 8-6, Raymond?
Score currently 8-6 in favor of Ceazer. He is now on the hill. Yeah, that was brilliant stuff to get that 8 point from him.
So let's play.
I see Craig Bauer also on the hill and currently at the table.
Shivam Arora currently in control of the table now, and he's got to do the most. Oof, he's just handed the table back over to Ceazer.
And Craig Bauer has won the 10-ball gold medal here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship, 9-6 over Darcy McKinley from Canada. Well done to Craig Bauer from South Africa.
And Ceazer Gumede wins 7-3 on the
well
black
done
ball.
to Ceazer Gumede as well. The current men's champion, men's South African champion.
Absolutely. Shine, Africa, shine. Craig Bauer from South Africa winning the 10-ball men's division. And Ceazer Gumede, 7-3 victory over Kasozi. Well done to all the finalists. Back to Ceazer and Shivam. Stay with us for the last of the play at this tournament.
It looks like Shivam is going to get his 7th point now. 12 minutes left on the clock. Oh, and that has not worked out well for him. Slightly low on this 4 means he's going to have a tough black ball here to get the 7th point.
I think this black is gone.
It has to go.
This guy,
It
I mean,
has to
he's played
go.
much more difficult shots than that. He knows how high the stakes is. BMT, down to BMT here for Shivam Arora.
It has to go. It's
Oof.
there. What a recovery shot from Shivam Arora to get his 7th point on the board. Score
he
8-6 in favor of Ceazer
Desperately
Chandiga.
needed to narrow
Yeah.
that lead that Ceazer had. Are they going to force? Will Shivam be able to force the decider? Yeah, I'd love to see the decider. I'd love to see the decider. How much minutes on the clock there, Raymond? Just over 12.
Just,
hey?
yeah, just under, 12 minutes, about 12 minutes on the clock now. By the time these balls are racked, should be about 10 minutes left on the clock. We should see it come up just after Ceazer breaks. Official table for the World A-Ball Masters. The Joy Q8 golden legged steel block table.
12 minutes on the clock. Ceazer leads 8-7. Race to 9.
And that is looking like a dry break. You see Shivam up already. Should see the clock come up. Should be about 10 minutes left.
As we get another replay on that break.
Stripes in play.
Stripes in play for Shivam Arora.
Eyeball, you have 10 minutes left in this session.
No.
Oh my, cue ball scratches on that visit from Shivam Arora. Ball in hand for Ceazer. Unlucky touch there on the 13, ushering the cue ball into the corner pocket. What a time to have misfortune for Shivam Arora.
So, 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 30 seconds
Yeah.
left on the clock.
And Shivam doesn't have to rush anything. He doesn't have to rush anything.
And if he does push a decider, he will be breaking in the decider because he did win the leg. So we might see that coming into play now. This 10 to the center. Oh no, not the 10. Have a look at the shot he played. 15 and 1 to pot Ceazer's ball. Looked for a second like he was taking the 10 to the center. My word, what a shot that is. And from that distance to get that right.
Ceazer is so cool though. Hey, so
Yeah, no, it's,
very cool around the
Very,
table.
very cool, very calm, very composed.
Ooh, Shivam with a nice tactical move there, but I do believe that Ceazer
Seven.
can see the 7
The 7, yes, the 7 is open.
for the corner pocket.
The 7 is definitely open. It's going to be close. It looks good. It's there. And can this be the clearance that wins Ceazer the gold?
That was a really good shot
Yeah,
from
that
him.
was.
Damon, that was a terrific
Very
shot from
tough.
Ceazer. Under this pressure, your opponent edging closer, trying to force the decider, and you're just a point away from the title of the very first Commonwealth Billiards champion of the world
Yeah, but that's also where
in the Hable
Ceazer's
division.
BMT comes into play, always playing these massive matches against the best in Africa. And you have to say, Africa's best is some of the best in the world.
Absolutely.
So you have to know that playing those big competitions, those big matches, gives him such strong BMT and big match temperament. So he's able to handle these situations. And I've never seen Ceazer actually, crumble under pressure or anything like that. He's always able to take these situations as they come, and yeah, you usually see the best out of him. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That was a clutch 2 ball to the top right corner pocket.
Ceazer, man. I'm sure Africa is going just crazy now at the potential for Ceazer to win this match on this frame. Beautiful
Yeah, he's
stuff.
getting closer and closer now. 3 balls away for Chandiga Ceazer. 5 minutes left. And he doesn't want to win this on time. He wants to win this by reaching 9.
Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Is that cue ball? Yeah, cue ball away from the cushion. Here we go. Here we go. Ceazer
Just
for
has
the
to get
win.
this cue ball on and off that side cushion. It's all about pace. It's all about pace, and it's there. It's there. This is looking good for Ceazer Chandiga to take his 9th point and win the gold medal here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship. And he has done it. Ceazer Chandiga wins the gold medal. He is your Commonwealth Billiards champion Hayball in Hayball division. He beat Shivam Arora 9 frames to 7.
Say it with me, Africa. Say it with me. Ceazer, man. Well, he's done us so proud. Well done, Chandiga Ceazer, and well done, Shivam Arora. Both class players. We can only expect to see the best from them in future. I'm Lenyuk